Yes, Dr. Raj, the guru of sex, expanding on the topic extramarital affairs, dealing with the women who want to manipulate the man that they are with, dealing with men who simply want to get into extramarital affair for the perks of it. The perks is sex. Sex with a different woman, sex with someone who will do something differently from their wives, from their girlfriends, from whoever it may be. Horning, we call it horning in Trinidad, extramarital affair, which is horning. Horning in Trinidad is something that is common, quite common. It's something that goes on. Not everyone does it, but there are a lot of persons who engage in it. As a matter of fact, it's something that's glorified in our songs, calypso. It's glorified in our chutney. So you're always hearing about a deputy is essential, a deputy meaning a second party in your life. So let's deal with the women who want to manipulate the men out there with deception, with control, trying to tell them what they should and should not do, how they should control the man's life, although they're not part and parcel of his life 100%. The man is just there to provide the sexual entertainment that you need, to give you the comfort and the emotional attachment in periodic pieces, not to be there 100%. No man wants to be attached like that, because if he wanted to be attached like that, he'll be married and he'll stick to his marriage, and that's it. Some men just likes to have sex. They like to have sex in many different ways with many different women, and it's innate in them to do something like that. But if you as a woman are in a relationship with a man and want to control what he does outside of the time that he's meeting you, you're in for a shocker. That man is not interested in anything like that. He's simply interested in whatever you have to offer at the time when you are both together. Now, we know about horning or extramarital affair by texting, and some women even wants to control the narrative when they're texting you. They want to tell you certain things, they want you to respond in a particular way, but you will do it in your natural way. A man will respond naturally how he thinks and how he feels. But because of the manipulative nature of some women and the deception that women, remember, you're deceiving your husband or your lover or your boyfriend when you get into extramarital affair, when you're horning your partner. So if you're deceiving someone, obviously you are deceitful. So women who are doing that, don't think that you are pure and pious. Some women like to think that although they're having an affair, although they're doing things outside of their marriage, they're pure and pious. You're not. You are stepping outside of a relationship. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. You have to decide that. But do not pretend that whatever you're doing makes it right and that no one else can be like you and everybody else wrong and you're the best thing since sliced bread. You are not. You are there to provide a service to the person who you are in the relationship with, and he is going to take advantage of that. Full stop. Taking advantage means providing you with the things that you want as far as the sexual connection is concerned. Nothing else. No man, right thinking, would leave whatever they have settled in life. For example, if they have a good relationship with their spouse, their girlfriend, their lover, for another woman. Because at the back of their mind, they know that if they leave their partner for you, you could leave that relationship for someone else, because you are already proving that that is the kind of person that you are. So men will have extramarital affairs for different reasons. So now, if a man has a bad relationship with his wife, his girlfriend, his lover, he may seek out someone else, so something else, to pacify that. He may start drinking alcohol. He may go gamble. He may start hanging out with the guys, do his river lime and beach lime and whatnot. He may like to have women around, but he will be very wary because he's not in a good relationship with his spouse. So he'll be very wary of women out there. If he does get into a sexual relationship with anyone, it's strictly sex. If it develops into an emotional relationship, and with men, it has to be sex first and then emotion. With women, it's emotion first and then sex. So women will seek out men because of their station in life, because they have money in their pocket, because they are an important member of society, because they are handsome, because they are tall, because they are clear skinned, because they speak well, different things, many different things. Women will seek out men for that reason. Men, on the other hand, will be physically attracted to you because you have a nice body, you have a nice smile, nice breasts, nice buttocks, whatever, camel toe. So he is going to tell himself, okay, that's the person I want to have sex with. The sex comes first and then the emotions comes after. He will develop an emotional attachment to you as time goes by. But with the woman, it's the reverse. So women use that emotion to want to manipulate and control the man. Man use the sex for the emotional attachment. So it develops over time and it's like, okay, the sex is good. I like this person. I like her personality. Let's have a relationship. And that relationship could blossom into other things. Now, sometimes men get trapped in situations, especially with younger women. They get trapped in relationship where they have to provide financial support and other things to that person. And they think that person is going to be loyal to them. But let me tell you something. And this might be a rude awakening for most men out there who think that they can have a nice young thing on the side. Women can be very deceptive. And that person can be all lovey-dovey with you. And as soon as you turn your back, someone else is knocking on her door and sleeping in her bed. Remember that. This is the reality of life. This is what goes around out there. Now, there are some women who are loyal. But remember, if that person is loyal to you and have stepped out of her relationship with her husband, where is the loyalty? What sort of loyalty that person has? There's many things you have to question about the behavior of women. And it is written in certain books about women and their behavior. And if you read those things about women, you'll understand the deceptive nature of women when it comes to extramarital affairs and other things. There are some women who don't even get into a relationship with you, but they already want to control you. They want to tell you things. They want to have control over you. Now, most men do not like that. They're free-spirited. The men who do enjoy that have no problem if the woman wants to control, because he knows what the end result is for him. It's all about what is the end results for me. Whatever the woman is beautiful, sexy, good looking, whatever, that is what he's attached to, because there must be that physical attachment based on what the person sees and what the person perceives. But in an extramarital affair, do not think that you have control. Many times, whether it be male or female, it's simply about being in that moment with the person, having that sexual escapade with the person, involve yourself in whatever you want to do, because like I said, sometimes it's things that your partner would not do. Sometimes it's something that you have read about. Sometimes the person is not is willing to try things with you, and your partner at home or your girlfriend may not be willing to do those things. It might be anal sex, it could be bondage, it could be discipline, it could be anything. But when men are seeking these things out, they seek it out. That's why a man could go to a prostitute, pay X amount of dollars and have sex. It's a physical act. Most women cannot do that. They cannot go and pay for sex. They may pay for a massage, they may pay for a pedicure or manicure, but they cannot go and pay for sex as a man could go and pay for sex, because there's no emotional attachment, and you have to get that into your head. Women have to understand that sex is sex. With men, it is something that is physical. It provides a physical need. It provides you with a satisfaction of that physical need, that is the man, and it gives you a sense of well-being when you're done with it. You're done and it's over, and you move on and you go on to do whatever you have to do. Whether it is you got a blue job at work and you go on to do your work, whether it is you go and meet somebody and you have sex with that person, you go on to do whatever you need to do, you go back to your family or whatever. With women, it's like, I'm in love with this guy, oh God, he's the world for me, and I have to do every minute of what he's doing, I have to know where he's at, all these different things. So that's why when you enter an extramarital relationship and you're doing those things, it's not going to venture well for you, because you're going to push the person away. Now remember, at home, you might be a bitch. You might be somebody who's manipulative towards your husband. You might be someone who nags your husband, and he can't put up with that, so he don't want to have anything to do with you. But outside there, you're putting on a facade so you could entrap someone else. But when that person comes to the realization of the true you, he's going to be turned off by the true you, because he's only interested in the part where you want to get an attachment with him for the sex. So the baseline of an extramarital affair is sex. After that, it's personality. If you have a wonderful personality and you're understanding, the relationship can last for years. If you are the kind of person who is giving and understand that, hey, I'm not going to have this guy and we're not going to be together forever, but let's make the best out of what we have now. But those of you who want to manipulate and change the narrative and control things at the moment, you're not going to win out at the end of the day. You're going to destroy whatever little happiness you get out of what you're doing. And that is what women seek out also when they're in an extramarital affair. They want temporary happiness from the mundane life that they live with their husband, their boyfriend, whoever it may be, their home life. They want an escape. They want to be able to do something different. But most of the time it's destroyed by the woman, because the man is just there relaxing, enjoying the fruits of it, and you are there trying to manipulate things and make things suitable to you. This is where the failure comes about. So, this is just advice to persons who are in an extramarital affair. Do not try to change the narrative to suit your needs. Do not try to manipulate the man, because the man is simply there to provide the physical activities that you need, to get into the physical side of the sex, to do things in a way that is going to be beneficial to him and also beneficial to you. But at the end of the day, he has other things to see about. And his main priority is always, whatever sort of relationship he is in, whether it be he's married, a common law relationship, a girlfriend situation, a lover situation, he's committed to that in a particular way. Men commit differently from women. Remember, women are more emotional, men are more practical, pragmatic. They know what it's all about, and they know how to manipulate and control that aspect of their life. So if you're trying to control that aspect of their life, don't try to do it. If their job entails they being around women, don't try to tell them, stop talking to this one and stop talking to that one, and this woman too close to you and whatnot. Don't do it. Because the man enjoys that. That's why he's in that environment. You may not enjoy it, but you have to step away from that. You have to understand that he has his life, and he does what he feels to do, and he does what pleases him. And on the other hand, the guys who are in a relationship with a woman, they're glad when she go back to her husband. They're glad when she's not around, because they know they could only put up with her in small doses. And that's also important to understand. Men will put up with women in small doses to get the sex, to have the sexual encounter, and after that, you go your way. Because after a man break, he give a shit about you, you know. Once a man fuck and he break, he don't give a shit about you. Right? Some men don't break. They don't like to break. But once they're satisfied, it's like, you go home now, I done with you. Talk to me tomorrow. Don't text me later and find out what I'm doing. Right? Because it's done. It's ended. It has ended at that moment. Next day, if they get up and they have the feelings for you, then they will contact you again. That's just the reality of things. It's not a nice thing to hear, but it is the reality of what an extramarital affair is all about. Right? An extramarital affair is not what you want it to be. It is what you get out of it. That is what it is. What the person gets out of it. And anytime he is not getting what he wants out of it, he gone, hayo pancho and away. When the woman is not getting what you want out of it, she becomes a bitch. She becomes someone who wants to destroy you, who wants to quarrel and do all kind of crazy thing, be violent with you. That is why women become violent. Men are not possessive when they are in an extramarital affair. They know it's an extramarital affair. They can't possess you. But women now, they want to possess. They always want to possess and control and make sure that I am in control of you. Stop doing that. Enjoy whatever you're doing. I'm not saying don't do it, because it's entirely up to you, and you have your reason why you are in your extramarital affair. But do not try to control, because you're going to end up losing, and you're going to end up losing big time. So please understand that. Thank you.